Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Idol Stan Nation, a channel that's dedicated to helping you discover new songs, artists, and groups to love. Whether you just got to K-pop today or for the past 20 years, we'll help you discover something new to love. So, bringing us on to the next one, we've got BOL4 with another double comeback. I guess it's two music videos for one comeback. Workaholic and 25. Aura, which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with Workaholic.
Okay, so Workaholic, the music video is exactly what the title makes it out to sound like. It's a fairly, so for working adults, it's everything that you can relate to, really, from as far as like the visuals and like what would you think, Aura, as far as like the structure of the video?
The structure of the video, like when I was watching it, I'm like, oh wow, I've experienced this. This hits home. Working long days, not being appreciated, busy life,
wanting to thrash everything in the workplace with a bat.
Yeah. After a stressful day, yeah.
Yeah.
Not saying that I've actually done it. But yeah.
Like as far as music videos, like this is as real as it gets.
Facts.
Yeah. So for myself, as far as like the song is concerned, one of the things that really got me on board with BOL4 in the first place was like their indie acoustic sound.
Yeah.
And like the real soulful lyrics, or I should say vocals. And so for these two songs, for both Workaholic and 25, they kind of go away from that indie acoustic sound. It's still a bit of it's still there, but it's infused with. Well, I guess I have to leave it up to Nick to give a better explanation on that sound. I'm not too familiar with that particular style, so they do have an infusion going on there, and it's not exactly my type of sound, but of the two, I think Oro would agree with me on this. 25 is more closer to a song that I would listen to.
25 is more yours. I feel like Workaholic is more mine, to be honest.
Well, I think it's because the imagery more resonates with you.
Well, I even listened to it without the MV, and I still really like Workaholic more, to be honest.
Okay. So, what about you, Nick? Let's get your input on here.
I mean, like, it's BOL4 is a group where I can always say that, like, I'm never gonna hate the stuff that they put out, but I'm also never going to, like, be completely overjoyed with it simply just because it's not really my style.
Yeah.
I thought that both MVs were great, very well shot.
Yes.
And I mean the music is amazing as well. It's just not overly my style. And so like I could sit down and enjoy it, but like am I going to like throw it in my playlist 10 times? Not so much. As far as like that style that you were talking about, it's very think about drum and bass, right?
Okay.
Drum and bass EDM.
Yes.
Now you remove the high ends of the EDM and add over an indie overtones, and that's very much what it is.
Yes. Okay. Right on.
So you have a very similar drum and bass style, but you slow it down because normally drum and bass is at like 144 BPM.
Right, especially for EDM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so you slow it down to a manageable BPM, 70, 90, whatever this is at, and then you lay over an indie melody, and that's very much what this is.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's what makes it really like fresh to listen to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like just every other indie track.
And for I guess part of it too for me is that it's so different from what we've come to expect from BOL4. I think if I was to watch it a couple more times, I would start to get like a lot more into it. And really, like I don't have anything really wrong to say about BOL4 other than it's just this comeback is just different, and I think it's something that could really catch on for BOL4 fans. I would say that you should definitely give this a chance. It could especially grow on you. So.
Oh yeah,
I already like it.
Cause, yeah, and I think it's pretty bold that they would move into this direction as well. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, it's because it's what everyone else is doing, because we did see something similar with G-Friend. We did Twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so to see BOL4 also kind of doing something along these lines, I like it. I like that they're taking the risk and they're wanting to do something different. With 25, the music video for that is a lot closer to what we've come to expect from BOL4. So I'd say with these two comebacks, it's a lot like with Twice to Japan comeback with Breakthrough and Happy, where you got the kind of like dual concept going.
Well, so can I say something? Because something I've noticed is BOL4 usually releases 2 MVs at each of the comebacks.
At once.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I've kind of
'Cause they did
expected
that-
2 concepts.
Yeah, but then with their previous one, both concepts were still bright,
Yeah.
but they kind of touched on 2 different things, where one was more about the romance and the other was about the fun and friendship, more along those lines.
Yeah.
But they were still both bright. With this one, Workaholic is kind of along the lines of kind of darker.
More mature.
In fact, a lot of the scenes were definitely exactly. It was darker and more mature. 25, more about the kind of you're turning 25 and going into that deeper into adulthood. Because so traditionally in Korean culture, 25 was like almost considered being middle age. If you're not married at that point, then you're kind of like a failure. So
Thanks.
yeah, 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 yeah. So, but as far as like 25, like I love the brighter, more fun visuals. So between the two, like 25 is just really more. It was really more of my style. So, bringing it back into the Nuga tie-in, I think you're thinking the same thing as me, Nick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, go for it.
100%. It's the group is slightly slower, more ballad-like, but you'll do that, right? They very small group coming out of Double X Entertainment, and they're very very indie. Like think if indie went indie, that's Yeoldu. So if you are a fan of BOL4 and you really enjoy like the slower side of BOL4,
yeah, especially like if you love their music video Starlight, if you love that song,
oh yeah,
Yeoldu.
They have a ton of tracks already out, and they're pretty much on their own schedule, so they can release tracks whenever they want.
Which is nice. All right,
Yeah.
Okay. So, Aura, did you have anything else you wanted to add on?
No. Shall we move on?